fast, fun, and budget friendly. You're going to start out by brushing on your favorite stain. I'm using a warm walnut, but any shade works. Let that dry completely. Next, you're going to paint your Lazy Susan base. Once the stain is completely dry, glue on the handles for a custom touch. No screws needed. You're going to use the base of the turntable and glue down your wooden piece. And that's it. A beautiful custom Lazy Susan for under $10, perfect for your kitchen table, coffee bar, or craft station. Give it a spin and enjoy.
Today we're going to take some dollar store baking pans and cooling racks, and just wait till you see what we can make with these. Next we're going to start with a baking pan, a cake pan, and we're going to fill it with a bunch of marbles. We're going to take our second cake pan and place it on top of the marbles of the first cake pan. I need to remove the back off the glue dots and then place the glue dot onto the pan and then peel off the backing. I'm going to take the cake pan with the glue dots on it and I'm going to place it onto the bottom of the baking sheet. Now that both pieces are attached, I'm going to flip them back over and place the cake pan onto the other cake pan with the marbles inside of it. As you can see here, this swivels really nicely. I'm going to take a cooling rack, I'm going to bend up either side like so. I'm going to do this to both of my baking cooling racks. So I have two cooling racks with both sides bent up. Now I'm going to tip those cooling racks up so they touch each other, and I'm going to use some fishing line. And I'm going to tie the top of the cooling racks together as well as the bottom. Now we're going to move back to the baking sheet. I'm going to place the glue dots onto the baking sheet. Next, I'm going to take those cooling racks and I'm going to stick them onto the glue dots, and I'm going to press firmly to make sure they adhere well. The dollar store has some really great racks right now that are copper and they hook right on. So I'm going to take this deep rack that hooks on, this deep basket that hooks on, and place it on this one side here. Next, I'm going to rotate it over and I'm going to put two narrow of the same kind of racks on the other side. So they stack one on top of each other.
Grab marble print adhesive shelf liner, a few large wood rounds, a lidded jar, and matches from the Dollar Tree. I found a rotating kitchen turntable at Five Below. Trace the outline of the wood circle on the adhesive liner paper. Cut the outline of the circle. Peel and stick the adhesive to cover the entire surface of the wooden circle. Flip over the wrapped wood piece to trim off any excess material. Place a sticker letter on the top of the layer of the marble print. Stack and glue two wood rounds together, then attach the decorative circle on top. Then apply Mod Podge to seal everything. Add glue around the edges of the turntable. Trim and detach a section of the strike from the matchbox. Glue it to the side of the lidded jar. Fill the inside of the jar with the matches. Wrap a piece of marble adhesive paper around the edge of the jar lid. Seal the lid edges with Mod Podge. And that's all. Place this on the kitchen counter for display and to store items on top.
Let's head down to Dollar Tree. We're going to grab us a paper towel holder. We also need some pie tins. Grab 2 of those. First thing you're going to do is put some hot glue on the bottom of the paper towel holder. Just a few spots will do it. We need this to hold it on and keep it in place. Once you got the hot glue on, work a little fast and put it right in the middle. Once you get it there, put some more hot glue around the edges, and that's going to hold it down. The more hot glue, the better. It's going to hold some weight. Don't worry if it doesn't look good. We're going to cover that all up. First thing you're going to do is put some hot glue right on the edge of the pan and take that rope and stick it on there. This is going to be the beginning of putting all the rope around the edges and through the pan. Put a little bit of dab of glue along the edges, a little bit at a time, and start circling it with the rope. You're going to work your way all the way around on the edge. Make sure this one looks nice because this is the starter piece. Once you get around, put some glue and you're just going to keep going. Just keep working that glue, applying the rope as you go. It's going to hold it really nice. Once you get to the middle, it's time to get it a little bit on the inside there, but it's going to be time for us to start working it up the paper towel holder. You're going to do a couple of twists, keep it tight around the whole middle. I do about 4 or 5 at a time, and then you're just going to push all of the loose parts right back. Put some glue on top of the rope and around the sides, and then loop it again. This is what's going to hold the rope and keep it secure. while you hold it in place. Let that glue take effect and hold it, and then once you got that dry, go ahead and work a little bit of glue on the sides of the metal, and that's going to keep it in place. Once you put the glue on, again, wrap it a few times, hold it while the glue dries, and then you can do a few spots at a time. You don't need to glue every layer. Just keep working its way up. I went about 4 of these ropes and got it all the way up to the top. Once you get to the top, we're just going to ahead and put some glue right at the top there, and we're going to pinch it together. That's all that's needed, and that's how we finished it off. The next part is we're going to take the 2 baskets and place them on top of the pan. That's going to help us with our height location. Take a zip tie, and you're going to go right above them, poke it right through the ropes. It's real easy to do. Once you get that first one through, stick the basket through, flip it around, and put it right back through the rope again. Go ahead and cinch up that zip tie and make it tight. We're going to go ahead also and work on the baskets on top. Once we get all of those together, remember those marbles? You're going to dump both of those bags straight into the bottom pin. Take the basket and your finished project and put it right on top, and look how freely that spins. Now, this is what we're going for. A rotating fruit basket, easy to get to for the kids, for all of their selection.
So we're going to start this project with these really handy stackable organizer drawers. I'm going to use my handy dandy box cutter, and we are going to open up these individually. So now that I have a few of these unwrapped, what we're going to do is we are going to stack them, but I'm going to want them to stay together. So I'm going to be using a combination of E6000 and hot glue. So I'm going to go ahead and stack this on top. Make sure it's lined up. Make sure no glue is coming out the top. Then we're gonna do the same thing on this top one. Set this aside to dry, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. So now that all of my drawers have been glued together, we are going to focus on gluing these pieces together. And we're gonna put it together here. Make sure it is more so level this direction. So we're gonna go ahead and add to it. You'll notice that the drawers are facing this direction and then they're facing this direction. So we're kind of gonna continue that model. All right, so now that this is all put together, we're just gonna give it a second to set.
I wanted to take a little side note to share that I was able to paint my mirrors because they originally were gold.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use hot glue on the back here, and we are going to be centering it on top. Okay, and then the next step we're gonna be doing is we're actually gonna be gluing these same mirrors to the sides where the drawers aren't pulling out. So now we're gonna take 2 cake pans that I also got from Dollar Tree, marbles as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this on top, and then we are going to put a layer of E6000, and then we're gonna be setting our organizer on top of that. Adhere it, wait for that to dry, and then we're going to add one more piece. So now we're gonna flip it over. And we have a Lazy Susan situation happening, but we're gonna add one more piece to the top of this. Now, for this part, you could easily do lipstick organizers. I've definitely seen it done that way if you have like a lot of lipstick that you want to store, but I don't really wear a lot of lipstick, so I'm gonna be using this mostly for like eyebrow pencils and also my brushes. So now that this is all put together, let's clean it up and let's see it in the bathroom.
And here is the after of this makeup organizer in my bathroom. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I think it's so cool that it spins. You name it, it's in there. So I'm very excited to have this as an addition to my bathroom.